On a day-to-day basis, we take photographs for remembrance, for fun, or for some other reason, maybe unknown. But one question we've never asked ourselves, how could a digital life be without photographs? Let's say it would be boring. Now, the problem comes in when we have to arrange these photos in a sequence or in a way that our friends have to understand them. Now, this is why I've come to introduce to you Photo Story. It is basically a powerful photography software that allows the user to bring digital stories to life. What do I mean live? Now, here I have the advantages of Photo Story. Number one, Photo Story contains very powerful photo editing tools that allow you to transform your pictures into a whole new thing. What do I mean? You can add text to your pictures, you can make them black and white, whatever you want. Number two, it can also allow you to narrate your story even as the pictures are playing. Number three, Photo Story also allows the user to use music, or instead of using narration, you can also use music instead of having to talk the whole time. Just play a song that you like that will accompany the photos, and it will be so interesting. And the last one, and a very interesting one, is that Photo Story allows you to arrange your story any way you want, just as long as it creates a story or it passes out a message that everyone can understand. Now, in Marymount, we have used Photo Story to learn history, and history was very interesting because we used Photo Story to learn about the evolution of man. Now, in the evolution, we used music, we used pictures, and we also used narration that made us understand the topic much easier. We also figured out that it can be used in subjects such as geography to explain topics like folding, volcanicity, and volcanicity. It can also be used in biology to explain maybe subjects like mitosis and meiosis, if that's what you could call it, and in also maybe subjects like home economics to just show how different parts of the world use different parts of cookery maybe, or just in any other subject. Now, we have also extended our use of Photo Story not in only school but also at home, whereby students went and used Photo Story to explain maybe stories about their families, to explain stories about their lives and further. So let's use Photo Story and make digital life much simpler.
Notes, my biology notes, and my chemistry notes. These notes are really bulky to carry, and sometimes they might even get lost, and it's really hard to share them out during a discussion. Well, my wish has always been that all these notes will be contained in a OneNote. I'm happy to say that this has been made available with the Microsoft OneNote. OneNote is a note-taking application, is a digital note-taking application that comes with the Microsoft Office suite. In our computers, we'll see the Microsoft Office, and in it, we'll use the Microsoft Word, the Microsoft Excel, and also the Microsoft PowerPoint. We'll also see the Microsoft OneNote, but most of us don't actually use it. Well, I'm here to take you through this OneNote. OneNote has some various advantages, and one of it is that the notes in OneNote are organized into sections and subsections. Let's take, for example, I'm writing notes on the OneNote about chemistry, about the carbon and its compounds. I'm able to introduce some subsections about the physical properties of the carbon itself, and also the chemical properties, and also about the preparation of the various compounds of carbon. And I'm also able to put up a picture or even a picture of my own handwritten notes, or also a video about the preparation of these certain compounds of the carbon. Another advantage is that in OneNote, the data is saved automatically as the user continues working on it, so you really don't have to save it at the end. And also with OneNote, the user can work at any point on the document windows, which is a restriction in the Microsoft Word, which really makes OneNote a fun application to use. Also with OneNote, we have the information gathering and also the multi-user collaboration. Multi-user collaboration is whereby, like I in Kenya with my friend in Sudan and my other friend in South Africa, we can work on the same document at the same time as long as we're all online. Also through OneNote, the working can be on any computer over the internet or also over a network. This OneNote has some various uses. And like, for example, a teacher will use OneNote to make some short notes. And also in these notes, she is able to put up some pictures and some videos which really make the lesson so fun. And this reduces the burden of the teacher writing notes every time and also carrying them to class. Here in Marymount, we've done some practice on the OneNote by making some notes about transport and communication in business studies. In this work we've put up some sections and also some more subsections about the advantages and also some disadvantages about these modes of transport, and also we put up some pictures of the units of carriage. And in college, OneNote can be used to make some notes. Instead of writing notes every now and then, you can just put up your notes and
Makes a presentation.
And you can
He or she asked, what will I use to make my presentation more appealing and understandable? Microsoft provides an answer for this due to the creation of Microsoft.The, which was recently launched on August 2015. Microsoft.The is a beautiful, interactive, web-based presentation tool where images, texts, videos, and other media flow together. It is also available as a downloadable application. The various advantages of SWAY is that it has been designed to be used across phones, laptops, and tablets, meaning that you can access to SWAY using any gadget that has access to internet, because SWAY is stored online. SWAY is also, you can also pull some resources used in SWAY from other sources, for example Bing, which gives us organized pictures, Facebook and YouTube. One can also embed real videos and audios. This is because SWAY is like a canvas where you can post downloaded pictures and audios. SWAY can also be used for co-authoring and also for collaboration. In our school, we have used SWAY in presentations of certain topics in the school curriculum that tend to be challenges. For example, the work in energy, where we made a presentation and downloaded pictures and also put some literature text to enable our understanding in the topic. This enabled the students to understand the topic in a more diverse way. We are also planning to use SWAY in our next Science Congress competition, where we'll make our presentation more appealing and understandable, rather than carrying hectic cardboards which don't really cater for the competitions. We also are urging people, for you to make your presentation beautiful and interactive, use SWAY.
Most of us are quite conversant with PowerPoint, which is largely used in presentations, be it business-based, education-based, or etc. But how many of us actually are aware of Office Mix, an add-in for PowerPoint which enables us to transform PowerPoint presentations into an interactive online lesson? Now, just as spices add a whole life of flavor into food, so does Office Mix bring a new twist into PowerPoint. Now, I say this because with the help of Office Mix, you're able to do a presentation in a video or an audio form. You're also able to have a screen recording, which enables you to cut down movies into short parts which you require. With Office Mix, you're also able to use them in tests. This is quite helpful to teachers because perhaps you are teaching a lesson, or you can even post a video of yourself teaching something on subject like chemistry, biology, or etc. And the best thing of all is the mix can actually be published and uploaded on the internet to be used by various students across a wide base, and the best of all, you can be able to get your responses at that time. Now, Office Mix has quite a lot of advantages. For starters, it can be used both internet-wise and also offline. And secondly, with the help of Office Mix, you can be able to get a presenter at any time and at any place. Thirdly, Office Mix caters for both students who are quite fast learners and also for those who are slow learners. This is because with the added advantage of videos, students quite get a clear picture of what they are learning about and are able to understand better because they get to see what exactly it is the teacher is talking about. And Office Mix is quite useful, and I talk about it not because I am new to it, but because I've actually used it before in our school, Marymount, whereby we use it in our learning of carbon and its compounds, which is quite a wonderful lesson because you're quite able to see the carbon itself, able to see how everything moves around, and the presentation is just wonderful as compared to PowerPoint, whereby you only have words. This is quite an